and welcome to Nana's Crafty Home. My name is Tanya. Today's tutorial is going to show you how to fold and attach, crochet together your pockets for the Bring Back Spring scarf that you can find as a free pattern on my website. This is a 5 triangle scarf. The triangles are exactly the same other than color scheme. And it's very simple. You can see that I've already worked on this pocket is basically completed, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I folded this one up, but I'm going to take these stitch markers out, and I'm going to show you what you start out with. So basically you can see this triangle shape on the bottom edge of your scarf, and you would have this on both sides of your scarf before you fold up to make your pocket. So this triangle is going to be essentially folded in half to create your pocket. So I'm going to fold that triangle up, and you can see that it forms an opening here. We're going to crochet this edge in order to close it and have a pocket. And I'm also going to be crocheting the top portion of that pocket, and I'm only going to have a small opening. You can see on this side there's just a small opening for your hand. And the reason why I did that is because if you were to just attach along this edge, this would flop open and gape open when you were wearing it. Not very attractive. So we want to just make this opening a little bit smaller so that way we can have a much nicer finished pocket. Okay, so I've attached my green yarn to my hook, and I'm ready to begin creating my pocket. So I have folded my triangle up, and I'm going to be attaching my yarn in this corner because this is the right side facing me, and I'm going to be working along this top edge, and then when I get to this corner I'm going to be coming along and I'm going to be working along this side edge all the way to the corner. There's no need to work along this bottom because because I folded that triangle up, it's already closed. So I'm really only working from here to this corner and then down. For your second pocket, you're going to attach down here at the corner once you've folded, because this is the right side facing, and you're going to work single crochet stitches evenly along this edge and then come along from this top edge all the way down to this corner here. So when you're looking at these, you want your pocket opening to be closer to the inside edge of your shawl. So when you're wearing it, your body's in here, this portion. These are the pockets. So you want the pockets to be closer to that inside edge. So you're going to be leaving these open on both sides. So on this edge, on this pocket, you're going to be working through both the front and the back of this triangle to close the top of this. And then you're going to begin working only in the front portion. Stop working through that back to create that opening. And then you'll be working through both sides of that triangle along these edges. And on this one, because you're beginning to work from this corner, you're going to work through both sides of that triangle. You're going to only be working in the front edge of this triangle, and then you'll begin working through both. And this will close that triangle, and you'll work those all the way to the bottom edge here, which then creates that opening. I wanted to give you more of an overhead view so that you could get the concept of what I was doing here, and then I'll get a little closer shot to show you how to single crochet through both sides of that triangle. You want your opening to be even on both sides. So you want to be closing the same amount of stitches on both sides of your pocket and that way you'll have an even opening for both sides. So you're going to be working through both for 42 stitches, and then the remaining stitches will be open as you're working through this triangle. On this side, you'll be here, so the first portion of that triangle is open. You'll be working through 30 stitches only in the front of that panel, and then 42 stitches through both, all the way to that corner. So with my yarn on my hook, I'm going to show you exactly what stitches we're going to be working in here. So we are beginning and attaching here at this edge, and I'm just going to insert my hook into that stitch there in the corner with a slip stitch. Chain one, and I'm going to insert my hook back into that same stitch, and I'm going to be coming to the back edge here and working a single crochet through both the front and the back. And you can see that this back side is the area where I joined this triangle to this one. And so you have these double crochet posts that are actually using these stitches. I've already used them previously for my mesh join. I'm going to be reusing, so I'm just going to be inserting my hook when it's time in each of these stitches and reusing them again. So I'll show you what I mean here. So I'm going to insert my hook into the front side of that triangle, insert my hook into the matching stitch of the back side of that triangle, and complete a single crochet. The next stitch, insert my hook into the front, and then insert my hook into the back. Now you can see the next stitch in the back has actually already been used to join the two triangles together, but I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into that same stitch and work a single crochet. No big deal. Next stitch, single crochet in the front, single crochet in the back. So you'll be working one single crochet in the front and then one single crochet in the back, and because you skipped stitches, so you have a double crochet, skip, double crochet, skip, one stitch will be worked into the skipped stitch, one stitch will be worked into the previously used stitch with that double crochet post. And you're just going to do that for 42 stitches. So you're going to work a total of 42 single crochet stitches in both the front and the back side of that triangle to close the top of your pocket. And then once we've worked through the 42 stitches, we're going to stop working through the back side of that triangle. So just continue on 42 stitches through both the front and the back. So once you've completed your 42 stitches working through both the front and the back of that triangle, we've now closed the top of that pocket, and now we want to leave our opening for our pocket here. So the next 30 stitches, we're only going to work that single crochet stitch into that front triangle. So you're just going to be leaving the back side open and just working to that next corner. So just a single crochet stitch in each stitch to the corner, leaving an opening for your pocket. So you can see on the back side of that triangle, this is your last stitch. On the front side, this is your last stitch. So you're going to insert your hook into that last stitch of the front side as well as the last stitch of the back side and complete a single crochet to attach and start working through both panels again. I like to work about 3 stitches into that corner. That turns that corner nicely, also gives that corner some stability as well. So now you're going to begin working along this side edge, and you're just going to work your single crochets evenly all the way down that edge. So you're going to be inserting your hook, working single crochet stitches evenly along that outside edge. So that means you're going to be working into your chain 3s or that last stitch of a row from that triangle. So just try to space them evenly. And work all the way to the bottom corner. You can see that I'm working these pretty evenly along that outside edge. Gives it a nice finished look too. Okay, so you can see that I've completed working along this outside edge here. I've worked my single crochet stitches evenly along that edge, and this pocket is now completely closed in. So you have your opening here to stick your hand in, and the rest of the pocket is closed. So once you've completed pocket 1, you would then follow those instructions that I just gave you here, as well as that general description that I gave you from an overhead view to show you which direction you're going to be working for your second pocket. If you're wanting the free written pattern instructions for this fantastic 5-triangle scarf, you can find all those diagrams and free pattern instructions at the link below in the description, or search for Bring Back Spring at nanascraftyhome.com. And you too can make one of these great pocket scarves. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. Thanks so much for being with me. As always, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss a new video. Thanks so much for being with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.